although this is not a dirt road bombing down through Mojave or Death
Right.
Valley, what I can feel right away is that they feel good. All right, it's about 8 a.m. out here in the Mojave National Preserve. We had a great work party weekend, and I feel like throughout yesterday I got the Kings kind of dialed in, but now we're gonna put them to the test. On the Mojave Road, you get just about every kind of terrain, and so there's no better place to put new shocks and new suspension to the test. Let's have some fun. The whole overlanding thing, right? It's all trucks, locations, destinations. It's about the journey, not the destinations. Trucks, shocks. Let me tell you what it's actually all about. It's right here. There's my friend Mike, this is my friend Frank, and there's a bunch of other friends out there, and we're all hanging out with one another because it's about people.
Hey, so Michael.
Yeah.
What do you think about the shocks now?
Okay, I'm not just saying this. Frank, these shocks they're awesome. So we're out in the Mojave Desert.
We're in the Mojave Desert?
On the back roads. I'm not talking to you, Frank. I'm talking to the people that are watching the video. You know where we're at. All right, so this is a real test. We pulled out a top shop and we kind of yanked it around on concrete and pavement, and it felt good. But now we're out around where the Mojave Road is, and I'm putting it through the paces, and like whenever you got this big investment that you put in your truck, you're inclined to say it's good because, well, you just spent a bunch of money. That's not what I'm doing right now. Now, Frank, that's not what I'm doing.
No, they're actually pretty good.
They're pretty darn good. I mean, like before going down this road in this situation, I wouldn't be hitting bump stops because I don't have them in there. They're just annoying. But I'd be slamming down pretty hard and bouncing like crazy.
You were what's known as porpoising before.
Absolutely.
That is what we were doing before.
Yeah. Now, to give the straight scoop for you guys watching, I've got Old Man Emu Heavy Heavies on here, combined with the King OEM replacement shocks. Kings, adjustable Kings dial, they got 30 stops of adjustment, and I'm on 30. So I'm as stiff as they get because I'm dialing it in, trying to get a feel for it, and they do awesome. They do not perform miracles, meaning this is an 80 series that weighs over 7,000 pounds. If I slam into an obstacle, it's not going to ground out as it would have before, but the 35s that I have on here are going to hit the inner fender lining. Here, all right, okay. All right.
Hey, your case has got airborne. So we were talking about some bump stops maybe.
Yeah, so Frank recommended that what we do is we dial in some bump stops, and we have the bump stops arrest the motion just before the 35s are going to hit the fender well. And with that, I think this suspension is freaking dialed. Here we go. We are racing. All right, I'll put it in gear. Frank, these shocks are great.
They are awesome.
These are awesome.
Oh, we have traffic.
We got so lucky with this pullout here. I can just sit here and, how'd it go?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we ran out of screws and didn't get as much as we want it done. But
Yep.
You guys got a lot done. I
You
mean,
got a lot done,
seriously,
yeah.
a lot done.
Cool. We'll see you
saw
back
it
at camp.
before.
Okay.
So hydro bump stops are like a little mini shock. Looks like a little tower that has a little mini shock in it, so that the idea is that when you come up towards your bump stop, it lightly starts to push, and then as you get closer to ground zero, it gives you a nice,
Right.
nice stop.
Yeah.
So it'll never be like, well, you want to hit your tire, but it's never going to be like that. It's going
Right.
to be like a catcher's mitt.
Great.
You know what I mean?
Great. We wrapped up quite a few days working with the National Park Service on the Overland Bound Mojave cleanup, and then a smaller group of us continued on to travel the full length of the Mojave Road. These are the whoopties. This is going to be great to test out the suspension. We just crossed Kelsasima Road, which is a paved road, and now miles and miles and miles of the Mojave Road. It's going to be awesome. Let's get in the rig and enjoy the ride. Leg stretch. I'm fully loaded down and the suspension's doing a great job, but we're cutting into my tire here. You can see that. Now, the way the rig's sitting right now, I'm all tweaked over. So it looks compressed here, but the other side is way popped up. So what I'm gonna do during lunch is I'm gonna jack up the rig, and then I'm gonna take my hammer and I'm gonna roll this inner fender, because I think just that will help it out significantly, and I'll stop rubbing that tire. The new emergency brake's super easy to engage, and that's important when you're on the trail, because sometimes you just need to throw on your emergency brake, jump out and help somebody. So what you do is you take this wire right here. You got to make sure it's the red wire. Don't use the blue wire. And you take the red wire and you cross it. Hold on. You cross it. Wait. You cross it right here. And that's your positive power. And then you take a negative source, which I got right here. You connect it, and then you gotta listen. Hold on. Shh. Yeah. Hold. There, it's that easy. Emergency brake's off. The Overland Bound community has millions of miles of button seat time behind the wheel, off-road and around the world. With their help, we've developed an app, and it's available for everyone. You can download it right now. All right, as you guys saw, we rolled that fender. The gas tank, the OEM gas tank, is on the driver's side, so it rides just a little bit lower when it's full. And so that was the sensitive fender. So we just rolled that fender, and now we're gonna hit more of the trail. All right, let's roll.
Pressure on the gas pedal and go. Skinny Bill is your friend here.
All right, we stopped for lunch here. Couple of things to talk about. One, these awnings, I don't have it all stretched out. You know, I put it up really quickly for lunch, but this is the Overland Pro's Raptor 6K, and I use it all the time. The previous one I had, I didn't use, and that's a real good indication about whether or not it's a good awning and you're going to get value. Do you use it? So over here we got the group also under some shade. We're in the middle of the Mojave Desert, and that leads me to the next thing that I want to talk about, and that is if you're equipped like this, you're good, right? You got food, water, shelter, you got shade, you know, lots and lots of water, I'll underscore water, and you're prepared. Don't take it lightly out here, because you're all out here having a good time, and that's wonderful, but things go bad really quickly. Lack of water, you break an axle, so you know, have your SATCOMs, have all your safety equipment, because you know, if things, like I said, if things do go bad out here, they go bad quickly, because it's a harsh environment. That's part of the experience, is to be prepared and come out here and be in a very remote area. Just make sure you know how to do it. Now, what this guy is saying that you absolutely can't hear because of the world famous Mojave wind is, we want you to come out to places like this. Heck, connection with nature is absolutely essential for healthy, happy humans. It's our mission to improve lives one adventure at a time by getting you out here, but be prepared. Overlandbound.com to get started. And this group of people behind me, they've got years and years of experience doing this. And it's members like this that are gonna get you started no matter what your skill level. So heck, come on out with us and hit the trail, create some lifelong memories. Just rolled in, now everyone's getting set up. Man, what an awesome day. We saw so many things along the Mojave Road. It's a great trip. We did almost the entire length in a day. What I really recommend is that you take about 3 days. Outfit, explore, we will see you out on the trail.